starting a season, right? It's exciting enough to start a new year, but to be the first game in the NFL against the Cowboys as Super Bowl champs, what does that mean?
Yeah. No, I love the first game, Thursday night game. You get a couple extra days too because you can go full out, and just playing your first game, all the live action. I mean, you're going to be a little beat up. You're going to be dinged up and stuff. So it gives you an extra, 4 days, to get your body right after the game to get you going for the rest of the season. And also you're kicking it off. How exciting is that? Be the first game of the year in the NFL season. Thursday night football. So I played before on the opener for Thursday night, and it's a great game. And what I'm most excited about is the atmosphere too. I mean, the preseason games were already pretty popping, and it was just preseason game just to have all those fans there. But to have sold out stadium, 70,000 plus fans. I mean, it's going to be pretty wild. I bet it's going to be even more loud than the Super Bowl because there's only like 20,000 people there. So it's going to be exciting then.
Have you shared any advice with your teammates about playing in a big game like that, kind of keep your emotions in check?
I mean, we basically got the whole team back from the Super Bowl, so they played in the biggest game that there possibly is. And these guys, they all work hard. All the teammates, everyone on this team works hard. So I feel like we're going to be ready to go when it comes to that. And they played in many big games before, so they know what it's like. I feel like.
Everybody's talking about repeat, and you certainly have a lot of opportunity to do that with 22 starters back on offense and defense. But you're a guy that's actually tried to do it before, and you've seen it's not easy. I know there's a lot of years there, but I mean, is there anything that sticks out in your mind from those Super Bowls the following year as to maybe why it didn't work, or maybe lessons that you learned, or just?
Yeah, I would say because every team is there's so many good teams out there, and every team's trying to improve every single year. And that's what it is. I mean, everyone's trying to upgrade every single year, figure out your strategy, all that good stuff. So it's just that the league is so competitive. That's what makes it so hard to even win a championship, let alone to repeat. While you just won it, everyone's out there in free agency upgrading, figuring out their new roster, how to get better and everything. So it's just such a competitive league, and that's what makes it so hard. And obviously, that's going to be the main goal. That's why we play this game to go all the way. But in order to do that, we just really got to focus one game at a time. Though we can't look past any team, any opponent. I mean, everyone has good competition. Everyone has good players on each team, so it just starts really Thursday night, one at a time.
So you can't let your mind drift off to that Foxborough game that everybody's talking about, that those hotel rooms, the prices are already jacked up, like they are so anticipated.
Well, I got my house there still, so I can rent it out for the weekend for 4 times the price, baby. Airbnb that weekend.
Rob, this time last year, you were coming back after a year off. So just physically, I want to ask you how different this is, closer to normal for a week one.
It feels good, just coming in, last year, just trying to learn the playbook, be thinking when you get up to the line. It just feels a lot more, efficient this year. Dealing with the heat, that's definitely a factor, no doubt about it. Just knowing a whole new system, a whole new playbook, and just knowing it in the back of my mind now. So right when I break the huddle, I just go out there and just do what I got to do and just react as a football player instead of thinking. So I just feel a lot better out there this year, just overall in terms, and just got to keep on working to improve every time.
When you talked about it, like even at the Super Bowl, you're playing in front of 20,000 versus a packed house. When you're a new member of a team, like, did you last year feel like you were truly like a part of the community at that point, or is it really taking some time? Because obviously with COVID and the closures, and you don't really have the interaction with the fans. You got the boat parade. Like, do you feel like you're part of the community here, or is that still something that's still kind of happening?
I would say definitely, ever since, the COVID rules have, lifted up a little bit more and opened up a little bit more, that you definitely do feel part of the community way more this year. Like when we came out for the preseason games and they were just going crazy, screaming for you and everything, you definitely feel it way more. And it's nice, though. Like I said earlier, like going out to that preseason game was nice. So it's going to feel like, it's home now, coming in, having a full house, and that's the way it should be feeling.
You caught a lot of balls from Tom Brady, been to a lot of camps. He's 44. How good does his arm look right now throwing the football?
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, ever since, I started playing with him, I'd never really seen a drop-off I've seen some balls drop off, but but after that, it's always bounced right back. But just overall, I mean, this year too, it's just incredible, just the way he just takes care of himself and the way he keeps himself at such a high level that there's literally no drop off since I've been playing with him when he was what. I think he was my age when I started, 32 or 33, which is pretty wild. Just see no difference at all. If anything, his game has just improved more.
Rob, I know you guys have tried to put 2020 to rest, but you won your last 8. Is that something in your minds? You entered this season on an 8-game win streak. Are y'all cognizant of that?
Not really. I mean, Coach never talks about that really. I mean, it's not something that you can, really carry on to the next season because it's a whole new season. Like, that's not part of our record anymore. That's over. But we just know we got to just keep on amping up our game because teams are coming at us. We are the champions, and everyone's going to be throwing their best at us. And in order to to counter that, we got to find ways to get better. We got to find ways to game plan. We got to find ways to make plays because everyone has good players. So they're going to be throwing their best shots, and we got to be ready.
Rob, how do you think OJ has looked? I mean, he's coming back from a very serious injury. He's been back here for this season.
Yes, he has come off a very serious injury, and he's been doing everything. I've been seeing him all off season from the very beginning. He's been working his tail off, and he looks really good. I love working out there with OJ. Love lining up next to him. He's just a freak of an athlete. I mean, he can run super fast, get out of breaks really fast, and he's a very reliable blocker. I like when he's next to me, and we got to double team and go up to the next level. So OJ, man, he's the man, and it's great to see him back out there with all the hard work that he put in to come back from such an injury.
I don't think anybody takes for granted, especially after the year we all had, the importance of family, right? How much has it meant for you to be playing here with your family so close and being able to come to your games and being able to see them on off days? What has that meant for you?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, my mom lives right in Florida, like 2 hours away, and she.
Fort Myers, right?
Yeah, Fort Myers, and she didn't really come to that many games before my career, only when she could pick and choose because of all the travel. But she can make every one, and it's great to always have her here. At least one of my family members at a game. It's just cool. If you look up in the fans, there's a lot of people cheering you on, but just to have someone in your family there is always a good feeling, big time.
Especially at this point in your life when it's like, you've already retired once. You don't really, tomorrow's not promised. You don't know how many more games you're going to, or how many more seasons you're going to play. You're on all these one-year contracts now.
Yes, exactly. So it's just great, to have her here for a lot of the games. My dad flies down for a lot of the games too. So, boats, everything. So it's just cool to have everyone part of it. I mean, that's what it's all about. Having your family a part of it, having your teammates' families a part of it, and just celebrating it all in one.
How eager are you for another boat parade? I know you're all about the work before the parties can happen, but I mean, you were tearing it up. I was a little nervous at times because you were like on the side of that boat, like ready to, keel over.
Yeah,
I
was
thought the Coast Guard
just practicing my balance for this season. Yeah, that's what I do.
Do you feel extra pressure to repeat since the Lightning repeated their championship?
Oh, the Lightning. I love the Lightning. I was actually just with a couple of guys last night from the Lightning. They're great dudes. They work hard, and no, they definitely, set the bar high. No doubt about it. Here in Tampa Bay, they definitely have helped made that, the city Tampa named Tampa Bay, which is pretty cool. No doubt about it. And I'm a big hockey fan, so it's just cool to see them go back to back and just show that how much hard work that you got to put in order to do it.
What's harder, being tight end for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers or being in net? Because now you've done both.
Yeah, I was easy. I mean, I do have a Stanley Cup victory because I was their backup goalie. It was easy because Vass was not coming out of the game.